Uh, Hello, fellas. Hello, fellow traders. It's Nutty Bar. It's time to rip off the band-aid. Oh man. This one hurts, folks. Yeah, I'm sure if you saw the stream today, and you saw how it ended, you probably are not surprised. But yeah, we had a till session. And we all know how till sessions end. They usually only end one way. And it's actually I'm still trying to like gather my thoughts. I just realized I don't even have my glasses. Somewhere along the line the glasses were lost and I don't even know where they are, but uh I'm going to just I'm going to do a mental dump now and how I'm feeling and kind of what led up to this. And then I'm going to show you the accounts and the carnage and the bloodbath that happened. But it not all of it was bad. I do want to, as you'll see, not all of it was bad. But one thing I want to make clear: at no point today did I trade well. So don't let some green, if you see some green on my dashboard in a minute, don't let that fool you into thinking it was okay. It was okay trading. It wasn't. There was no part in today where we were trading okay and that we were trading under a strategy of any kind or anything. It was a complete out of body tilt experience, and I'm not proud of it. It's kind of embarrassing, and I'm I'm ashamed, but you know, it is what it is. It happened. Now we got to face it. We got to face the music, and we got to acknowledge why it happened. Like, what can I do to prevent it from happening? The other thing, obviously, it's been a long time since it's been a long time since I felt like this. The Some of the accounts that I lost today, I've had for over 6 months, and I have done better. But obviously, this just shows that it can happen anytime, and it just takes that little trigger, and that one little trigger can really do it. So it just discipline and the ability to walk away, the ability to have, you know, to take a loss. It all came into play. It's so funny. I think it's somehow it's a little, I don't know what the word is, but I just talked about this on my New Year video and now it's happening. It's like deja vu. But excuse me. So, one thing that kind of led up to this, I definitely feel this way, is starting out the new year, and today was kind of the end result of just some very frustrating weeks. I've had a very difficult start to the new year, and I just loss after loss, session after loss session. Very frustrating. And there were a couple times last week that I had a really difficult time walking away. I was able to walk away, but it was like a pot that was boiling over. And today, what happened today just put me over the edge, and unfortunately it is what it is. I'm also trying to look at the pros and cons to it. Like, not all of it was bad. I'm still gathering my thoughts. So for you anti-ramblers, you're going to want to tune off. We're going to be rambling. So I'm not going to apologize for it either. You're just going to have to sit through it. But anyway, let's go. I might as well rip off the band-aid. Here we go. So, here, let's look at this. Look at this first. So as you can see, my account. So try to pay attention. I'm gonna walk you through kind of the sequence of events of how I remember it. Some of it I blacked out. I don't remember exactly what happened, but there was a sequence of events that kind of led to where we're at now, and I'm just going to walk through those sequence of events and hopefully it will make sense. So this morning started, excuse me, this morning started out, we took our first trade right here, and it was actually a good trade. It was a good entry, and for some reason I got scared. And it really did affect me. I try not to let it affect me, but I really was very disappointed on how I traded this trade. I basically cut the trade short, did not allow the trade to work. And because of it, I got stopped out and took profit way too early because I think in the back of my mind, I was wanting to lock in a green day instead of just trading my setup and allowing it to trade, allow it to work. So missed out on a really nice trade. That definitely affected me. Waited for the next pullback. We finally get this next pullback. Pulled back to the 380s, and I was looking for a long. I went long right here, and I had an extra big stop loss. I was basically, at this point, I became very biased. And this is also a big red flag for me that I just, being biased just does not help you as a trader. And I became very biased that we are going to keep going higher today. And I just felt with the news this morning and like multiple things, but we had the news this morning that was very positive. And then we attempted to go lower this morning at the open. We failed. We ripped to new highs. I was just very set that, hey, we're going to keep going higher and I'm going to buy pullbacks. And all of a sudden, in my mind, I was envisioning that we're going to have a great day. We're going to have a $300-400 profit day. And this is going to be the day we turn it around and we right the ship, so to speak. So I became very set with that. And I took this trade. So I just, being that I'm like, I'm not going to let myself get stopped out on a small pullback. I'm going to give myself extra wiggle room. Like I kid you not. That is literally what I said. And I did. I gave myself extra wiggle room. And as you can see, market comes down, shoots me in the tick. And you had to be here to see it because it literally wicked down, stopped me out, and it shot out of a cannon back higher. Like it was shot out of a cannon. That is like that experience where it wicked me, stopped me out, and then just immediately ripped higher. That was more than I could handle. And that did it. That was the that was the nail in the coffin. And somewhere right here I rage quit the stream. I do want to apologize for that. I'm not proud of that. I don't like that at all. I will try not to do that, but I did. I ended the stream, and pretty soon after, again, confirmation bias. I was pretty convinced, okay, now we're going to go higher, and this is going to make new highs. And I entered on, I want to say it was 4 micros long right here. And then the rest kind of became a blur. So basically, as you can see, market did not continue higher. We just kind of went sideways. We had some nice spikes higher. And I started to DCA. Again, this was me. Like, this is what it looks like when I go on tilt. And yeah, like I said, it's not pretty. I did take one contract off up here when we had a big move higher. Then I added more here. I added more here. Basically, right here, I had fully committed to blowing the accounts. Like at this point, I was done. I was done, and I was like, I'm ready. Take me now. Take me now. Get it over with, and let's blow these accounts. Because I was done. I was so frustrated. I was so mad. And of course, as you can see, all the way down and right here, like you wouldn't believe it, right? You wouldn't believe this if I didn't actually show you and had proof. Right here, boom, liquidated. Literally at the bottom. I kid you not. I'm not making this up. At the bottom, and you can see, where did we go from there? Well, let's just see. Let's zoom out. Look at that. All the way back up to the 450s. You want to know what's really funny? You want a funny story? You want to giggle? When I placed this trade, I put my target, my profit target, I put up here at the 450s. And if that hits the 450s, I would have had a $250 green day across all accounts. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do that. And if we get to the 450s, I will have made it back. And obviously it was not a good way to do it. I knew I was on tilt, but I decided, you know what? That's my target. That's what I'm doing. I'm sticking to it. Well, I made some major mistakes here. This is a good example of why you should not DCA. Also, I broke rules. So I knew I was breaking the rules anyway. So at that point was, like I said, I was like, take me now, blow these accounts, please. And of course it did, but just the way it happened. Now, that doesn't cover the full story. We got to continue. So here, I got to show you here. So this is where all of the accounts were blown, except for the 150K accounts. So the 150K accounts had more drawdown remaining than the 50K accounts, the 250K accounts, and the 150 and the 300K account. So it blew all of the 50Ks, but the 150Ks, it did not blow those accounts. And here, let me switch screens now. So as you can see, like this is the chart for the 150K accounts. Well, as you just saw, right here is where we got liquidated on the 50Ks and the other accounts, everything except for the 150K accounts. Okay, now let me just say, by this time, I was very, very upset. And basically these 150K accounts, they had like $1,000 of drawdown remaining. And I kind of just went a little bit off the deep end. I just added, I think I was in 40 micros at one point. So I just went basically, I didn't YOLO all in, but 40 micros basically equals 4 minis. And I was like, you know what? Go ahead and blow these accounts as well. I don't care. And as you can see, obviously that's where the market turned around. And I ended up actually making all that money back and some. I finally, okay, so let me clarify. Man, I'm talking way too much here, but my throat is getting hoarse. But when I put this trade on, and my targets were up here somewhere. I didn't even have a target for all of my, but I literally walked out of the room. I put on the trade, I walked out. I was 100% sure that it was going to keep going lower and we're going to blow all the accounts. And at that point, I did not care. And I come back and yeah, we were in profit by, I mean, this is kind of funny, but I don't even know that it's funny. I don't know. You be the judge. I find it mildly entertaining. But yeah, I come back and we're at this amount in profit. We bounced from the 72s all the way up through the 320s. I mean, yeah, it was crazy. I'm trying to remember exactly how many. I should go back and see. Can I see how much I was long? Because it might have been I might have been long. Basically, I kept clicking the button until it stopped clicking. I don't even know how many micros I was in at that point, but I was just mad. Okay, Please don't judge me. Anyway, long story short, the 150K accounts. Okay, actually I did notice afterwards this account right here. Hang on. So this account right here. Yeah, right here. Can I highlight it? Yeah. So this account right here, that account, it did liquidate. So it must have not had quite enough drawdown or maybe something. I guess, yeah, that account didn't survive of the 150Ks, but the remaining 650K accounts all survived. And when I came back, I was up like a decent amount of money, $2,600 per account. So I'm just like, okay, I guess I just, at that point, I was like, I guess I just close it. So that's what I did. I closed it, took my profit, and now we're at a really weird spot, like a really weird spot because okay, I actually went back and I checked. I didn't violate the drawdown rule on the 150K accounts. I did violate, I would have, well, those accounts are blown, so it doesn't matter. But the 150K accounts, I didn't violate that rule, but I would have violated the consistency rule for obviously my profit, and I would also have violated my rule for the contract consistency because on normal, I'm trading 4 micros on these accounts throughout the length of these accounts. And of course, I need to go back and try to remember how many contracts I was in, but it was a lot. And I know I definitely violated that rule. So it is what it is. But we are actually, this is why I'm having a hard time like working through all of my emotions because these accounts are actually now at payout. And I mean, I guess I'm going to get denied and I should get denied. I guess I just submit and get denied. That way it resets and then we just trade normally. I mean, back to the drawing board, back to square one. I don't even know how to feel about it. I definitely, like I said, even though this shows green on my accounts, it was not good trading, and I kind of feel even weird about being rewarded for this style of trading because it was bad. I am not proud of it at all, but we're in this situation now. It is what it is. We're going to move on and we're going to make the best of it. But basically we have 6 150K accounts at 51,000 profit to in 58,000 in profit, or 5,800, I'm sorry. So I don't know. I guess we request, get denied, reset, and then we focus on moving forward like a normal human being and trade responsibly. And also I don't like promoting this style of trading either. This is not how you should trade. Please don't ever do this. It's why I actually was struggling about even showing all of this, but I felt it was definitely, I needed to show it, and I also needed to talk through it with you guys because I don't know, it does help me. I kind of use you guys as my therapist. So I'm sorry. I guess send me a bill. But yeah, so that's where we are with those accounts. So obviously today, the grand scheme of things, we lost 14 Apex accounts. Now, if I'm being real here, the 14 accounts we lost today, they were in drawdown. It was starting to become a real issue and a long shot to get these accounts to pay out. They were over $1,000 in drawdown, and it wasn't looking good. And that is why I bought. Excuse me. That is why I purchased on the 90% flash sale a couple days ago. Why I purchased 20 more Tradedevil accounts because of this situation. Because of the situation I was in and how I was trading, I didn't want to be in this situation and then having to purchase accounts at 80 or 50% off I wasn't really going to do that. So, I mean, now we're still not done. We're 20 minutes into this video. I apologize. I knew this was going to be a longer video. But there was a lot to cover. But so basically the good news, we have 650K accounts at the payout threshold. We can request, obviously we're going to get denied, and rightfully so. And then we can basically move forward with our trading. I'm going to try to get these accounts up to like 7,000 in profit, which will then allow us to withdraw 2,000. That, all of that. And then also after everything happened, I passed all of my Tradedevil accounts, as you can see. I feel pretty fortunate that I passed those, because I was not in the right state of mind to be trying to pass any. But basically, I passed all of those accounts on the move higher. After we took our profit here, it did put me in a little better mood. And then basically this whole move up, I passed all of my remaining 50K accounts. Obviously, I don't need all of them. I'll probably be activating 14 of those accounts tonight, which would then give me 20 accounts again in the morning. But again, yeah, it is what it is. The other 6 accounts, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Probably just cancel them. Now, going over my Tradedevil accounts. So, Tradedevil accounts looking okay. But this is such a crazy day. Yesterday, I actually lost 2 of my Tradedevil accounts on a very stupid idea that I should place a trade on my phone without a stop loss. And I paid the price. I got caught in this 200, basically the 200 move, where was it, right here? This 200 point move lower, I got caught in it, and it was my own fault. I literally put a trade on without a stop loss, and I was in the middle of playing golf, which is very dumb. I deleted that app. I'm not doing that again. And yeah, just dumb, stupid idea. Anyway, we have the 5 Tradedevil accounts are in good shape. 3,500 in profit. Our live account took a small hit today, but I have it set on the Ninja Trader risk management parameters. I can only lose $600 on my live account per day, and I can't change it. So that basically saved me from myself today. And then obviously we have all of these Apex accounts. If you want to look at all those we lost. And then these take profit trader accounts. I also got these to $1,400 in profit each. And all of that was also done on the move higher. Basically, I was trading my take profit and Apex accounts, the evals on this move higher, which worked out okay. But just, I mean, if I wanted to really complain, like, was it just some terrible, like, you could look at this a couple different ways. Is this just some terrible bad luck to have it stop out here until it reverses? I don't think so. I think I created my own bad luck by DCAing, first of all, and second of all, just, I don't think this was bad luck. Honestly, I think the fact that I recovered 6 of my 150K accounts was actually good luck. So I deserve to blow these accounts, and I probably did not deserve to keep the 150K accounts, but hey, here we are. I'm not gonna complain about it either. So we're gonna move on, and onwards and upwards. I'm going to reassess, and I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I feel like mentally I'm not ready. I feel like mentally I'm not quite fit to be trading tomorrow. But we'll go live. We'll talk about it, and we'll see. We'll see where I am in my headspace tomorrow, and we'll just go from there. But anyway, that sums up my crazy afternoon. And I tell you what, Anyway, first and foremost, just thank you guys for your just support and everything. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys had a better day than I did. I really hope so. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for listening to the 25-minute of rambling. Appreciate every one of you. Take care. Have a great night, and God bless.